Crime Boss, Rockay City is an organized crime game. Rockay City. A thriving metropolis, with excitement buzzing from the sandy bay to the towering skyscrapers. But beyond the glamour, there is a fierce turf war raging on. After the demise of the previous crime boss, there's an open vacancy for a new King of Rockay City, but it isn't just you who is fighting for the throne. Choose your crew based on their skills and expertise, and execute daring missions with the hopes of walking away with the cash, the turf and, ultimately, the crown. Screenshots like this would inevitably draw comparisons to Vice City's iconic Ocean Drive. The confirmation that Crime Boss, Rockay City takes place in the 90s is also enough to help it stand out compared to the usual 80s nostalgia associated with Rockstar's fictional city. In-game Studios has confirmed the following voice actors for their new game. Michael Madsen as Travis Baker, Kim Basinger as Casey Diamond Poitier as Nassara, Danny Trejo as the Dragon, Danny Glover as Glover, Michael Rooker as Touchdown, Vanilla Ice as Hielo, Chuck Norris is also in the game. That's a pretty good lineup of notable names, meaning that In-Game Studios' newest title has some good recognition for what's essentially a new major project from an unproven development team. Publisher 505 Games has unveiled Crime Boss, Rockay City at the Game Awards, an upcoming stealth action FPS where players work to become leaders of a criminal underworld set in a fictional version of 90s Florida. It's coming out on March 28, 2023. Project Care Bear can be played both single-player and up to 4-player co-op as players complete heists, compete for turf with other crime bosses, and build a criminal empire. Among the voice acting talent involved is Reservoir Dogs actor Michael Madsen in the leading role as Travis Baker, as well as Chuck Norris, Danny Glover, Danny Trejo, and Vanilla Ice. What's especially fascinating is that based on the trailer and early screenshots, it looks like Norris, at least, will be playing himself. Like, here he is, in the game, with Norris on a badge on his vest. Fascinating. Make sure you're connected. Rockay City doesn't just look and feel like the 90s, you'll find a few familiar faces there too. From the charismatic Travis Baker, Michael Madsen, and his team of planners and handlers, Michael Rooker, Kim Basinger, Danny Glover and Damien Poitier, to rival gang bosses, Danny Trejo and Vanilla Ice, and the righteous Sheriff Norris, Chuck Norris. It's not what you know, but who you know. Keep your friends close. Stealing everything from cash and drugs, through to priceless artifacts is more fun with accomplices. Jump into the PvE co-op multiplayer and take on thrilling hits and heists with up to 4 players. Fail and you leave empty-handed, but succeed and you'll find yourself richly rewarded. And your enemies closer. One very interesting game shown at the Game Awards 2022 was Crime Boss, Rockay City, which had similar vibes to GTA 6. For starters, this game takes place in Florida, the state where Vice City is canonically located within the Grand Theft Auto universe. The massive September mega leak confirmed that GTA 6 takes place in Vice City, so that's one similarity. But that's not the sole point of comparison. Crime Boss, Rockay City is also a video game focusing heavily on the criminal world. Not only that, but it even has a star-studded lineup, something you would typically only see in the Grand Theft Auto series' past games. Play as Baker as he builds his empire using strategy, cunning and a little firepower to carry out heists and take territory from rival gangs. Winning the turf war won't be easy though, between Dollar Dragon, Hielo, Cagnali, and Khan trying to take the city for themselves, and Sheriff Norris aiming to stop you all in your tracks. This roguelike campaign will reward and punish in equal measure.